and structural cookies, because I looked on hers and she does different things like that. And then Sharon builds cakes. I'm a cookie person. And in my head, I'm like, this is Christmas cookie challenge. I'm building a tractor, right? What the heck?
Did you practice for those different types of things beforehand?
I'd watched it over the years. And so I did practice with the cooked sugar and open space filling. And then I did practice just trying to build a house, a sided house with my cookies, because they're pretty soft in the middle. And they were standing up, and I just thought, I used a stiff royal icing to practice with. And when we were there, they just recommended that you use your glue, whatever you're using for your edible glass glue, because it was supposed to be humid in there. It was hot. It wasn't humid. I was hot. And that sweater was selected for me to wear. And I was burning up. And the sleeves were so tight that I couldn't move them up. There was just a lot of weird things happening, but.
So how much time did you guys have?
The first round was 90 minutes, start to finish, and you could not prep. Nothing was prepped. They gave you like a 5-minute tour of the Food Network kitchen, so you could see where the ingredients were that you were going to use and where the cookie cutters were, and just get familiar. And then each station had things that everyone would use. Room temperature butter, eggs at your, I don't want to say at your feet, but right at your legs, and then your own cups, spatulas and stuff. One of the funniest things was Nicholas, as soon as the timer started, he ran to these little silicone spatulas, which those are my favorite ones, and there was a bucket of them behind us. He grabbed them for his buttercream. I was like, I really wanted those. So you start to notice little things, but
so some of that stuff's pretty real. Someone could kind of screw you if they took all the tools.
The reason why, the wheels of my tractor, I needed regular cocoa powder and I needed espresso powder. I couldn't find it anywhere, and it didn't even dawn on me that somebody else was using it. And so I used Dutch cocoa powder, which made them more dry, and then I used a coffee emulsion, which they couldn't taste.
So that kind of screwed you.
It really did. And then when everyone was revealing, because you don't know what the other people are doing, and the stations are far enough away that you can't see their work, and you never get to try their stuff. You never get to taste their stuff or talk to them. And so I never even got to see their work until the show aired. We never saw anything. And so I realized that both of them did a version of a chocolate mocha type thing, which is why I couldn't find anything really that I need. But I was under such a time constraint that I was like, just going to grab something that worked. It's real. My timer didn't work in the first round either. My finger timer and my oven timer. So I just had to eyeball the cookies in the first round. But luckily I do that for a living.
Did you get your white lily flour, or did you just have to use what they had?
I don't know what it was. They were in clear containers, so just all-purpose flour.
So that's kind of part of it though too. If they were just, you'd assume they'd have pretty good stuff, but.
They did have Jeannie's Dream meringue powder, which is what I use. It's the best. So I knew that the meringue powder would not be an issue, but I work with the 2-pound bags at a time, so I don't weigh those powdered sugars out. And there it was in a big thing of powdered sugar. So I just had to start counting cups, because I was like, I think there's about 7.5 cups in each bag. And so I was just on the fly, and then Ree comes around and she's, Casey, and how's it going? And I was like mid count of 14 cups. And so I lost count. So I just kind of had to watch the icing and see if it was going to do it. And if you know anything about royal icing, that's a big no-no. It worked out. It happened, but it was scary.
Yeah, you had to use your skills doing it so often.
Your intuition. This is going to work. I feel like this is right. This feels right. We're going to stop mixing it there and just pray that it would work.
That's a bummer that you couldn't use what you wanted to use, your cookie that then they didn't love.
I know. The one with the twist ingredient, they loved the flavor of that one.
Yes.
But the only reason why I feel like I didn't win is because of those darn chocolate wheels that were on.
That you didn't have the stuff that you wanted.
But it's all right. I lie awake at night still thinking about it, but it's okay.
Maybe they'll come back through and you'll get another chance.
I know. I wish they would do the Halloween baking challenge still, or the cookie challenge still. I would do the Halloween one.
Are they not doing many cookie things anymore? Or?
This last year, I noticed they had 3 new shows that took the place of 2 of the cookie ones, which is really sad to me. I hope that maybe they'll do like Cookie Masters or something like that. I don't know. I hope.
So for your Instagram, you're mostly posting the photos of your beautiful cookies, right? You're not really doing video or anything like that. So that was a totally different thing.
Yeah, I'm not really good at the videos. I'm really self-conscious of the videos, I
Yeah.
think. I need to do more videos because
Right.
one sporadically I put out last year of just me freehanding the word congratulations on a cookie, and people were like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
amazing. And so I know I need to do more videos. And my confidence level on that is not there, I think.
It's tough, and it's tough to keep up with it all when you're already busy, right?
It's a full time.
Because you have plenty of business. You're talking about being out 3 months or 6 weeks.
The business is booming. I really do wish that I could hire someone just to answer the emails and the messages that I get in Messenger.
Yeah.
And because after a 12, 15-hour day, I still have to sit down and try to respond to those people. And I know that there's a lot of people that probably feel like, oh, I wrote her 3 days ago, I haven't heard anything. But the people that have ordered from me repeatedly, they know the process and they know that I will get to them, but it's probably frustrating. I'm trying.
Yes. Maybe you can incorporate some AI or something into that.
I actually just used an AI email response because it was creepily written how I would respond to this person. So I just clicked it and send, and I felt a little guilty, but also it worked.
Do you ship any of your cookies?
I do ship my cookies. Technically, I'm not really supposed to be shipping them.
Why is that?
The laws are different for different states.
Okay.
So it's different because my cookies, so I don't work with any soft creams or fillings or ganaches or anything like that. So by law, it's safe. It's a non-perishable.
Sure.
But when you are working in Washington State, you can only make a certain amount.
Interesting.
Home bakery, and I'm a licensed LLC in Washington with my EIN or whatever saying specifically what I do, but I'm only allowed to make a certain amount. So shipping back home does go over that, but I do have people that I ship to for every occasion from back then because they're my OGs, they're my people.
Absolutely. They're like, come on, get into this. We're just friends.
I know,
I'm
like it's for
family.
It's for family, friends. Worth it. It treats me good.
It's difficult to navigate all of those things.
Your heart has to really be in a small business, and they're long days. It's not a 9 to 5. It is hard work. So when you meet other entrepreneurs or like-minded people, you just vibe, as you know that when you get a text from them at 2 a.m, they're probably up doing something. Regular hours don't really apply.
I was talking about it with your friend in the first episode of this, just about people see a certain thing. Oh, I could do that. And some people could, but it's tough when it's your income is just on you.
Yes.
And there's no guarantee, and you have to just keep going in order to keep it profitable and everything.
And Instagram and Facebook are very misleading. And you see the product and everything is really nice face value, and it's pretty and it's fun to look at. And people say, oh my God, you must have so much fun doing what you do. And I do. I love what I do, but I think people sometimes forget that we are the email person, we're the posting person, we're the editing person, we're the shopping for inventory on Sundays person, and going through all your ingredients. And I order from 6 different online suppliers, and it's not just the baking stuff, it's the bags, it's the tape, it's the stickers, it's the boxes, and all of the things that keep you up at night. You say, do I have this? Do I have that? Is my heat sealer on the fritz? I should probably have a backup one. That would be smart. And it's just a constant thing. But it's rewarding at the end, especially when kids come up to you. And I've had kids be like, oh my God, you're the cookie lady. And they say, I want to be you when I grow up. And a little girl has said that to me. And that's what you want. You want to see the good stuff. You don't want them to see the thing.
You faced burnout over the years.
The burnout is really hard. I actually have been struggling with that lately. It happens when you have really busy time. So coming off holidays and stuff, January is a hard month for me because you're resting, but you're also trying to gear up for the next thing. But I'm not going to lie to you, probably once a week, I think I just need a 9 to 5. It's hard. And you always think you love your process and you love your work when you're done with it, but you've been looking at it from start to finish. So when people see it and they're like, oh my God, I don't feel the oh my God anymore, because I've been studying and doing all of the tiny little things to where it's cute. I like it, but I'm also like, is it cute? Can it be better? I don't know. And then you will open up Instagram and then another cookie person that just is so talented, you see it and you think, oh my God, how did she do that? Or how did she do that technique? And then someone said to me, yeah, but they're looking at yours like that sometimes. That made me feel good.
Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Do you ever think about diversifying more on certain things, or probably done that over the years, just like with a certain batch, you're doing a different?
I do drop cookies. So the big fat yummy cookies, I do those for pop-ups. And over the years, I used to do cakes and other kinds of things like that. And so getting just into the decorated cookies is such a niche. You get bored with it. I mean, you can get really with it. But I think learning new techniques on that and airbrushing or patterns or finding a new way to use it, and people are in my DM saying, how did you do that? Would you mind telling me how you did that? And so I think that it's fun to show some of those things and get those messages, because even if you're burnt out or you're bored with it, or you're like, I need to really branch out, I'm just sick of this, there's always somebody that's trying to do what you're doing, and they're in that beginning stage. So you have to just really appreciate how far you've come, because we've all come from a really bad start. And I keep those pictures around as motivation.
Yeah. Sometimes I think if you're motivated to keep doing more and keep getting better, when you're perfected it, it's almost, how could I take it to the next level? And I don't know if I need to take it to the next level. So,
or you make something and you say, I cannot post this because I want to make this again. You don't want somebody to say, I want those specifically. And they were just really hard or something. But there are a couple themes that I won't do anymore, unfortunately. But
what are those?
Paw Patrol.
Okay. You're done with Paw Patrol?
Taylor Swift is teetering on the edge. We're about to be done. We're about to not do those anymore. But ones that I will always do, Schitt's Creek. I would say anything pink or hot pink, vibrant flowers. Love that. Bright colors.
Do you just like Schitt's Creek, or?
I love Schitt's Creek.
What do you do when you're doing all this work? Do you listen to things, or do you watch TV while you're doing?
But I will turn on something that I've seen so many times, because I know what the scene looks like on the TV. So I'm down working and I can hear it and I'm still laughing. So Friends, grew up with that. Schitt's Creek. I'm a huge Game of Thrones and Peaky Blinders and those kind of things. So I will have that kind of stuff on. And it's like, how do you just listen to shooting and sword fighting just in the background? It is what it is. I just like it.
It's probably relaxing. I'm a Seinfeld fan. So sometimes it's like, I just need something that I can relax.
Yes, it makes you feel.
And it's the same thing where it's like you could be doing something else, but you don't really need to look at it.
It's a comfort thing, comfort shows.
So you've never had an assistant or anything like that, right?
Nick helps me make dough when I get really overwhelmed, and he'll fold boxes for me and do the things that I